Everyone, welcome back to South by Southwest Live. We are now joined by
Becky James
and her amazing film that proves butterflies are jerks.
Evil jerks. And I'm Pocky, by the way, because anyone cares.
You were just on last minute who you
I know,
are.
oh yeah.
So, vocabulary 1.
Yes.
Volume
Did
1,
you
sorry.
hate grammar in elementary school? I mean, were you sitting there going, I wonder what the story behind this is?
Or do you hate snakes?
Oh no, I love snakes.
Okay.
She
the
hates
snake
butterflies.
is so sweet. I actually did hate grammar, as I think everybody did. But it's kind of inspired by more Latin textbooks. I always was really into going ahead and not understanding. I was terrible at Latin and not understanding the grammar at all. But just reading through the list of words and kind of being able to guess what the story is, and then I basically invent the translation, kind of half make up what the translation was and half memorize things. It was just sort of like a coping mechanism.
So, for those of you who don't get a chance to see this film, basically it's vocabulary cards with pictures and words, and you're going from frame to frame, and there's a story behind each word in each picture. And at first it starts out like, la 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 la, then it ends up like, oh, and I'm like, okay, this is
It starts off as a Looney Tune cartoon. It ends with Silence of the Lambs.
yeah, basically. How did you come up with the idea behind this?
I make so all my I really like having. I mean, one of the fun things about animation is that you can have the imagery itself can hold so much narrative and meaning. Mm-hmm. So I kind of liked combining this really charming, super colorful, really rounded, soft.
It's very Sesame Street.
Yeah, look with just sort of setting up. It just sets up what your expectations are going to be, and then just kind of. That's not what happens.
See, I was imagining you're in a field of flowers and saw these butterflies going around. Hey, you guys got the short end of the stick. What would happen?
Well, weirdly, this movie has a lot to do with teeth. This is the second thing I've made with sort of violence surrounding teeth.
What was the first?
The first was about a snake who.
Well, we see snakes
see
and teeth.
Who gets his teeth pulled out by bugs and then descends into madness. And
that sounds odd, and yet I want to see it at the same time.
I bet your house is fun at Halloween.
Actually, my house is full of taxidermy bugs, and I have an ant farm.
Are any of them carrying teeth? It's got to be carrying this tooth. You got beetles
I
and
would love that,
grasshoppers.
but I'm actually really bad with my hands, so I'm always trying to arrange things, and then I'm just breaking everything.
You're having to arrange tea parties with your taxidermy insects
parties.
and imagining them.
Nobody's eating but me, you know. But I actually knocked out 9 teeth. When I was 18, that's not what the movies are about, but it was a really I don't know, I don't want to say fun experience, but it was definitely an experience. So I feel like I have, and I actually fell down the stairs on the way here. That's how I knocked out 9 teeth, falling down the stairs. So it's just one of those things where you're just shit happens. You miss a step, you knock out all your teeth, you break your jaw. Right,
let's take it out on some cartoon animals.
Yeah, exactly. And I was right before I went to college too, so I was kind of oh god, I couldn't eat solid food for a year.
They're
and
gonna
I was
think
there
I'm a teethless hillbilly.
Slurpees, of pizza. It was pretty.
Oh, did you chew pizza through a straw?
Yeah, but it was more I just did weird pathetic licking of pizza, and that's I was really gross and sad.
See, my thing is, at the beginning of the movie, we see a child's hand put the car down. So I have to imagine that what we saw was through this child's mind.
Yeah.
Somebody's called CPS on this.
I know. I'm like, who is this child? Why do we need child therapy on this poor kid? Because it's not just the snake and the rope and
there's a whole story, and by the end of it, you're like, man, I really hate butterflies.
It's more I now believe that everything cute is off to kill me, which, to be fair, has been my mentality for many years. So
True.
Yeah. But he does look kind of badass, I think. When he gets... the butterfly kind of makes an outfit for himself, and he looks cool. He goes from looking stupid and lame to actually you're oh, this is not a bad idea.
So your idea of cool is deranged. Because I was like, that butterfly is messed up in the head. You're like, oh, he's so cute. I want to take him home.
Fun. I like him better when he's decked out. He's a warrior. He's so cool.
So this is called Vocabulary 1.
Yeah.
Are we expecting a vocabulary at least through 24?
Oh, man, I don't know if we can handle that much. The rampaging butterfly through each vocabulary lesson. By the end of it, he's all half mecha, like Jason X and stuff. I mean, yeah.
Well,
that would be pretty
it
fun.
just doesn't have to be a thing. We could have spider. like a mechanized
That
spider.
butterfly would be down on that spider in a second. Are you kidding me? He'd have spider legs on his back now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually would like to do another animation that was just like the same card. Because right now it's like you see there's 3 different vocabulary worksheets. And I would kind of like to do the same vocabulary worksheet with 3 different stories made out of it. I thought that would be another kind of like fun idea. Like, because the piece is about, it's just sort of about how everyone makes stories from the sources around them all the time. And kind of, if you're in a great mood, it's the stories like everyone's falling in love. And if you're in a horrible mood, it's like everyone hates their life. And it's like what you kind of like see around you is just as much based on you as on what you're actually seeing. So I thought that I had a great time making this animation. So I want to make more.
Well, Pocky had a great name for your butterfly, by the way.
I call him Bill because of the famous, like I said, the movie starts off with Sesame Street, ends with Silence of the Lambs. And for some reason, I thought of Buffalo Bill. If this thing's Buffalo Bill in the insect world. He's like putting the snake in the hose thing, telling you, put the lotion on the skin.
Yeah, I love that name. I think it's
Gavin.
really awesome, and also it's so like stupid and simple.
It's perfect.
Yeah, it's so perfect, and I like stupid and simple.
You know the best part about this is it's so marketable. You can make a Mr. Bill head and just have Bill with all the interchangeable parts and go on your own little fun adventure in the insect world.
I've been giving out these cards, with like the little screening times and things, and on the back of it there's the butterfly just like smiling, and everyone's like, oh, it's so cute, and I'm always like,
You're in for a surprise.
Yeah. And actually every now and then someone will be like, looking at this card makes me think that movie is actually really dark, and I'm like, well, I don't know how you could tell, but yeah.
Well, if you've gone through a lot of our South by marketing, it's the happier the poster looks,
totally.
the more it's going to punch you in the nuts.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm right up there.
You're like, Ryan!
Yeah, so it's fun.
So you want to make other films with the same 3 vocabulary cards. I'm trying to think of what one could be because you have a snake.
You have a mouse in one.
There's a mouse
And a butterfly. Maybe they decide to go on a vacation together.
Maybe.
And the mouse breaks into their house.
One could be like a love story. But I'm working on 2 films right now. Also, one's about a bug. Surprise! About a bug who loves legs and reads a magazine called Legs Magazine. That's about like how centipedes have so many legs and how spiders have such long legs and grasshoppers have such strong legs. So it's just like really super into legs. And
it's like insect porn for insects.
Yeah, it's like. But,
I can see the fold off for the centipede going.
Totally. Actually, now I want to add that to my film.
I'm more terrified. Really, it's more like all of a sudden I'm now envisioning this thing with a house and its walls is covered with legs. That's just kind of terrifying.
It's also related to pizza. Does that make you like it better?
Well, yes.
Will there be legs on the pizza?
No. Pizza's just for chomping.
Well, no, I'm just imagining still a house full of legs, literally just wall-to-wall legs.
Well, so. He's the victim, unfortunately. He has an encounter with a jealous worm who has no legs.
Oh.
Oh my.
So
we see a theme of bugs and violence and teeth. I like it.
And legs.
And legs now.
Yeah.
You should watch a movie called May. Have you ever seen it?
No.
It's on like Netflix or something.
Just M-A-Y?
M-A-Y. It's probably right up your alley.
Cool. How fun.
It's one of my favorite movies, and that's one of the things I thought about when I watched this movie.
Okay.
Because she's obsessed with certain parts of people.
Cool.
And, by the end of it, things get really crazy.
Cool, I'll watch it. I'll write it down.
Yeah, it's really good.
Actually, what I thought about with your movie is, this is one of those movies, because the length is really nice. I love the length of your movie. Because problem with some filmmakers is, and this is what I'm going to praise you for, is you got the length right. It's like, cause some people would make this like so just long and boring. You were like, no, I have a point and we're done.
Yeah.
And
we call it the AI effect, where the movie should have stopped where the Ferris wheel fell over on him, but now let's go 500 years in the future. Take things too far. No.
Yeah.
You're perfectly length.
Thank you.
This is one of those movies, though, I want to just... Here, watch this!
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. You got to watch this. I was like, it's on my list. I'm going to get to it. So where can they find out more about you?
Well, the movie has a website called vocabulary1.com. And then that's kind of it right now.
You should create a Facebook page for Bill the Butterfly.
Yeah, I should.
And just write his little exploits during the... I saw a really pulley today. I think I like that.
Oh my God, that would be so fun, too.
You should totally do it. Write in a deranged
taking all your ideas.
That's what we're here for.
But I don't have like my own website right now because I don't know. It's just like committing.
It's very daunting, but you should totally get on board with that one.
Yeah, I know.
All right, so have fun at South by
Thank
Southwest. Welcome to Austin and
Thanks
having all
for
sorts of
having
fun.
me so
and
much.
amazing time being on the show. I want to
So fun.
I want to build plush at some point in time.
Yeah,
So if you come
I-
back, I expect you to bring a build plush and go, here you go.
Yeah, I mean, I'm wearing this yellow suit now. It's making
Yeah, I'm a
me, I
little
feel like
enraged.
a little bad.
All right, so thanks for being on the show, and stay tuned for more from Fanboy TV South by Southwest Live right after this.
Nerd.
I have a boba fetish. Let's go.
Oh.
I have a shirt. I need to get you that shirt too. It says I have
What's
a boba
that?
fetish.
What's that? Oh.
That's only because we haven't done that yet.